Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, hailing from Springfield and weighing in tonight at 278 pounds, Homer J. Simpson.
Oh, the triumphant return of the legendary Mr. Homer J. Simpson, giving Peter Griffin, the fat phenom, a shock of his life, a man that he thought he'd been taken out permanently, a man he in many ways stole that non-wrestlers championship from. The lights went out, he thought it was The Undertaker coming to his aid, but it was Homer J. Simpson laying waste to Peter Griffin. Homer Simpson wants his belt back and he wants revenge on Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin, a slippery customer to say the least, a cowardly man, will not give Homer Simpson the shot he deserves, making him jump through hoops here, and he's got to jump through an enormous hoop here tonight. If Homer Simpson fails to win this match, he will not get his shot of revenge at Peter Griffin and his shot at that championship belt. A lot on the line for this man. He's not been in the ring for a couple of months. The pressure really on here. Of course, he has to defeat this man, a near impossible feat.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, standing 7 feet tall and weighing in tonight at 500 pounds, The Big Show.
For many years, the largest athlete in any sport. Homer Simpson at 278 pounds, just shy of being a super heavyweight. He finds himself in a position here tonight, his opponent nearly twice his size. And not only that, with many years of extra experience on top of what Homer Simpson has in that ring. If I was a bet maker and I had to put odds on this match, I'd say Homer Simpson's odds in this, slim to none. He's going to have to try and find a way, and look at the power of the Big Show winning out in that lock-up exchange. Many decades as a professional wrestler, Homer Simpson only competing in the non-wrestlers category, finds himself outweighed by over 200 pounds and having to face this enormous man, and look at that big palm right to the chest, like being slapped in the sternum with a hammer, and now all of that 500 pounds choking Homer Simpson. Well, the nice ending here would be for Homer Simpson to triumph, to prevail, and to get the shot at Peter Griffin. Unfortunately, this is real life. Fairy tales don't always happen. I can't see Homer Simpson getting a fairy tale ending against this man. And look at this, just using that 500 pounds. Putting all of that weight on the chest of Homer Simpson. Now tries the Irish whip. Look at this little nice reversal by Simpson. Simpson trying to fight the big man. Oh, look at this, Simpson going for a gut-wrench suplex, but he can't get the enormous man up, and a big boot by the Big Show. Homer Simpson should not have accepted this challenge. Peter Griffin making him face the Big Show, saying that he's got to win this to get the shot, because he knows he's probably not got him. And look at this lateral press, and the shoulders down now. The Big Show could have done enough, but he's not. Very close to getting the 3 count. I think it's only a matter of time here. If the Big Show keeps going the way he is, Homer Simpson's going to be defeated. And now look at this, the Big Show, the enormous man, going to work with body shots, knocking all of the air out of Simpson. And look at that, that'll knock a lot more out of him. A low blow. Look at this, Homer Simpson slipping behind, still trying to fight him. Oh, goes for a back suplex, and once again, you're not going to lift this enormous man off the ground. It's just not going to happen. And a big overhand right by the Big Show. Now the Big Show Irish whip, sending Homer Simpson into the corner, comes charging in with an enormous big splash, and once again, he knows how to use that size as a weapon, and comes charging in again, tries the clothesline. Nice block by Simpson, right hand. Simpson now trying to launch some kind of offense on this enormous challenge, and look at that, slamming his face right into the canvas. Now Homer Simpson going up top, maybe this is his best form of attack, and a big spear off the top. It's David versus Goliath, and thus far David finally trying to get some offense in. Heavy right hands right to the face. That's what he's got to do. Get the big man off his feet. And got to work on him, but picking him up now. Sending the Big Show into the corner. Comes charging in and finds nothing but the elbow of this enormous human being. And now the Big Show back in control. Sends Homer from the right off the ropes. But look at that. Beautiful reversal by Simpson. Nails the spear and takes the 500-pounder off his feet. And now Simpson just slamming his head right into the back of the canvas. Unbelievable stuff here from Simpson. Now the Big Show getting to his feet. Tries the double axe handle. Completely misses. But nails the Bulldog instead. What an effort by Homer Simpson. Now sends the big man for the ride off the ropes once again. And look at this, trying to lift him. He needs to stay away from that. Any other opponent, Homer Simpson at 278 pounds, usually capable of lifting him. Oh, look at this though. Big Show getting a little bit overconfident. And Homer Simpson punishing him for that. Big shoulder block by Simpson. Come on Homer, can you do anything from here? Sends him into the corner. Manages to perch him on the top rope, and look at this, big power bomb off the top. Well, Simpson saying he's going to go for the Simpson's edge. The question is, can he get the big man off his feet? He's failed to do that thus far in this match. Oh, knocking him to the outside.
One.
Simpson with the heart of a warrior. Now he's going to go for it on the outside, maybe going for the count-out victory, but he can't get him up. He can't get the big man up. And understandably,
4.
the Big Show at 500 pounds. I don't know many men that could lift this man off the ground. They're dropping Homer Simpson face first right across that barricade. Referee on the count of 6. Big Show back in the ring.
7.
This one's over.
8.
Simpson needs to get back in the ring before the count of 10. I don't think he's going to manage it. Back to his feet though. Count of 9 and he gets in. Just about keeping his hopes alive at revenge on Peter Griffin, and look at him go with strikes. But the Big Show can throw hands better than anybody. Nice block by Simpson though on the right hand. Another right hand. Simpson with a combination. Knocking the big man down. Now on the top rope once again. Nails the double axe handle this time. What a gallant effort this is from Homer Simpson. Now sends him off the rope and comes running a thunderous shoulder block. The Big Show getting more of a fight than he expected as Homer comes charging in and nearly knocks his head off with that thunderous clothesline. But the problem still remains the same. How does Homer Simpson nail the finisher on such a large opponent? Now the Big Show tries the Irish whip. Simpson putting the brakes on, sending the Big Show into the corner. Manages to perch him on the top rope. Oh, we've seen this move before. The Tiger Bomb off the top. He didn't need strength, he needed leverage and technique, and that's exactly what he used there to execute that thunderous move. Leg is hooked, shoulders down, and Homer Simpson has beaten the impossible, and he will get his shot at the Fat Fiend on Peter Griffin. What a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Homer J. Simpson.
If you want some great created wrestlers in your game, but without going through the lengthy process of creating them yourself, well, I can help you out with that. If you play on PS2 or PS2 emulator, I can create just for you a custom save data file and preload it with up to 30 created wrestlers that you have chosen. If you're interested, send me an email at pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. My email is linked on the main channel page, and I can also do this for the PSP, but on PSP I can only do save files for the European version of the game.